my name's Sam. My live audience is going to be Shay.
Hello.
Okay, so Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of the most widely recognized and popular shows in America, despite having aired over 15 years ago. This show is one of my favorites, and to briefly summarize, it's about a group of kids who are traveling the world who are trying to master a magical form of elemental manipulation, and their end goal is to try and stop this evil Fire Lord from conquering the world. This show is filled with rememberable characters and a lot of amazing story building and world building, but one of the episodes that stood out to me the most was when two characters get into an impromptu poetry battle with each other. These poems don't directly have a name, but they fall under the tale of Sokka in the episode The Tales of Ba Sing Se. The main writer of the show is Aaron Ahaz, but there were often a lot of people who came and went on the creative writing team, so there could have been many different people who helped write these poems. And then in this episode, the main characters Mak Mu-ling and Sokka, who's the main comedic relief character of the show, get into a short haiku battle after Sokka is kicked through the window by a horse. And then just for context, a haiku is a short Japanese-style poem that used to consist of 5 lines, but now in common practices consists of only 3, with each line having a required amount of syllables in it, most of the time being in the order of 5, 7, and then 5. Through all the long night, winter moon glows with bright silver love, sleek with silver tears. I am so sorry, something struck me in the rear. I just wound up here. 575 syllables mark a haiku. Remarkable oaf. They call me Sokka, that is in the water tribe. I am not an oaf. Tittering monkey, in the spring he climbs treetops and thinks himself tall. You think you're so smart with your fancy little words. This is not so hard. Whole seasons are spent mastering the form, the style. None calls it easy. I calls it easy. Like I paddle my canoe, I'll paddle yours too. There are nuts and there are fruits. In spring the clinging plum drops, always to be squashed. Squish squash, sling that slang, I'm always right back at ya, like my boomerang. That's right, They call me Sokka. It ends with an aka. Young ladies, I rocked ya. And so, in the end, the poetry battle had been won by Sokka, but his final line contained one too many syllables, resulting in him being thrown out of the poetry meeting. This show and the scene, as one of the examples, is one of the reasons I think this show has such an impact on the culture and the youth of America today. Because the writers were willing to take the time to add these small little scenes just for the purpose to develop their characters and how they interact with the world. This show is one of my favorites, and if you haven't seen it, you really need to. I guarantee it will be worth your time.